Hi everybody, this is the movie wrap. Give me a minute. This is the movie wrap up for October. I probably watched more Crystal's movies than I did mine. I'm not sure. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Watched more of other people's movies than my own. Okay. I watched The Hunger Games, The World Will Be Watching, made in 2012. Every year in the ruins of what was once North America, the capital of the nation of Panem, forces each of its 12 districts to send a teenage boy and girl to compete in the Hunger Games. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen volunteers in her younger sister's place and must rely upon her sharp instincts when she's pitted against highly trained tributes who have prepared their entire lives. If she's ever to return home to District 12, Katniss must make impossible choices in the arena that weigh survival against humanity and life against love.
Are you insane? You kidnapped me?
No, we didn't kidnap you. We just brought you here for
Initiation. What kind of initiation?
a very special initiation.
Then I watched Ghost Hunters International, Season 1, Part 1.
Would you care to go first, Brother Patrick?
The hit paranormal reality series. This spin-off of the popular Ghost Hunter series features a new team of all real paranormal investigators: Rob Demarest, I'm sorry if I say any of their names wrong, Pari, Barry Fitzgerald, and Brandy Green, who use scientific techniques to explore the most famous supernatural locations, from England's most haunted castles to a cursed Scottish orphanage, and even Germany's legendary Frankenstein castle. You'll accompany the team on a nerve-jangling exploration of the eeriest spots around the globe. Chillingham Castle, Evil Unearthed, Whispers from Beyond, Haunted Village, Fortress of Fear, Headless Haunting, Frankenstein Castle, Larnach Castle, Devil Dogs, Castle of the Damned, and Shattered Spirits.
You didn't pick Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, did you?
No, I don't like Poltergeist.
Okay, I know you're borrowing the remake.
Yeah.
Let me see what you got.
I told you I grabbed a lot. You think I'm bad? You should see Doug.
I'm gonna take a look what Doug picked.
I grabbed that Closest Encounter thing because I wanted to see what you were talking about.
Yeah, okay. Did Doug put it in his room?
Yeah, it's up on a shelf.
Okay.
That was my sister Crystal. And then I watched America's Most Haunted, Some Legends Never Die.
But I see one flaw in your plan. That sock is way too small.
Yeah, it is.
There's 5 movies on this. It does, as includes 4 bonus movies. America's Most Haunted. The crew of TV's America's Most Haunted is used to staging their own spooks for the sake of ratings, but they're not used to working with actual ghosts. Shooting on site at a remote logging camp, they're about to make their first real encounter, and it's a dangerous one. If I know what year it is, I'll tell you, but that one doesn't have one on it. That's America's Most Haunted, though. Bay Coven. The island community of Bay Cove is quaint and picturesque, but behind the facade of a happy little town is a coven of witches on a mission to fill a vacancy in their bloodline, and they've just found the perfect candidate. It was made in 1987. Midnight's Child. That's the real reason I wanted this, because I really like that one. Kate and Nick hire a nanny to help with their busy household, but the evil girl puts the family under a dangerous spell, one that they must break if they hope to survive her stay. Daughter of Darkness. That's also one of the other ones. I really love two of them. Daughter of Darkness. When Catherine loses her mother, she decides it's finally time to track down her father. She begins her search in Bucharest, Romania, where she delves into her blood-soaked legacy. Haunted from Within. Oh wait, Midnight's Child was made in 1992. Daughter of Darkness, 1989. Haunted from Within was made... Nope, not going to tell me. Haunted from Within. When Olivia Perez mysteriously kills her children, it seems as if she's fallen under the spell of the legendary La Lauren. But this is no coincidence. Soon the curse begins to spread and more women are following in Olivia's footsteps.
But wait, what's this? Why, it's Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's biggest fans, SpongeBob SquarePants and
And I
Patrick
watched
Star.
Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers.
I'll shield with these supervillains tonight, Rusty Boomerang! Hey, those aren't supervillains.
Hi, Mermaid Man. I can't believe Mermaid Man hit me with his boomerang. It's so awesome.
Ain't gonna tell me when it's made. For pulse-pounding suspense and relentless thrills, nothing can match Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. One of the most frightening chapters in the chilling Halloween series. In a single horrifying night, Michael Myers' maxed reign of terror changed Halloween forever. Now, 6 years after he was presumed dead in a fire, Myers has returned to kill again, and this time there's no escape. As the homicidal fury builds to a spine-tingling climax, the long-hidden secrets of the screen's most mechanical murderer are revealed, with shocking results. Starring a thrilling cast including legendary Donald Pleasance and Paula Rudd. I don't think I even mentioned special features on those. Give me a minute. I know two of them didn't have any. This one does, though. No, it doesn't. This one doesn't have any special features. Okay, the Hunger Games did. I'm just going to go ahead and show them.
Hi. How you feeling?
Would you get off of me?
Okay.
What are you two
And I
doing
watched
here anyway?
Friday the 13th Part 2. This is the widescreen collection one. This was made 1981. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to camp, here's even more heart-pounding terror. 5 years after the horrible bloodbath at Camp Crystal Lake, all that remains is the legend of Jason Voorhees and his demented mother, who had murdered 7 camp counselors at a nearby summer camp. The new counselors are unconcerned about the warnings to stay away from the infamous site. Carefree, the young people roam the area, not sensing the ominous lurking presence. One by one, they are attacked and brutally slaughtered. Suspense and screams abound in this compelling thriller. This has no special features either. Now I watched Secret Life of Bees, made in 2008. Queen Latifah and Dakota Fanning had a stellar ensemble cast in this wonderful film about family independence and the transcendent power of love, based on the acclaimed best-selling novel, which I do have the book. To escape her cruel, angry father and discover the truth about her late mother's past, 14-year-old Lily Owens flees with her caregiver and friend Rosaline to a South Carolina town where she's taken in by the beekeeping Boatwright sisters. Surrounded by the unexpected love, grace, and spirituality she encounters there, Lily forms a bond with each of these uniquely gifted women and discovers that sometimes you must leave home in order to find it. At first, I think June is really mean to her. I'm going to have to tell you probably what these are. I'm not sure who. I'm trying to find the first one. I'll try to go as slow as possibly.
Right back here. And don't do anything else. Don't go home first. Don't show your friends. Just come right back here. You got it? Got it. Joe, this'll never work. What will never work?
Then I watched Can't Buy Me Love. Money can buy popularity, but it can't buy me love.
Well, duh.
It took me forever to actually watch this. I don't know why I just did.
It's even fun just to say the word.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is in the 80s. From the way they're dressed and everything, it looked like the 80s. It doesn't say, but I think it was the 80s. Nowhere Man Ronnie Miller is secretly in love with Cindy Mancini, the prettiest, most popular girl on campus. When Cindy finds herself in a desperate predicament, Ronnie steps in and saves the day. For a price, Cindy must pose as Ronnie's girl so that her popularity might rub off on him. But the road to popularity takes an unexpected twist when Ronnie becomes so cool that his former friends feel the chill. Cindy is left totally out in the cold, and Ronnie himself discovers that money might buy you popularity, but it can't buy you love.
Let's go do something else. Okay.
The only thing of is, I don't remember some of these scenes on the back of the movie. I don't remember some of them in the movie. This had no special features, by the way. Then I watched Hansel and Gretel, made in 2002. When their wicked stepmother strands them in the magic forest, things look grim for little Hansel and Gretel. On their enchanted odyssey, they encounter everything from a scatterbrained sandman and a bumbling boogeyman to a wonderfully wicked witch who really likes kids well done. It has special features.
A Krabby Patty? How could you?
I'm full.
Dirty Dancing.
Well, maybe somebody should have thought about that before they ponied up for the world's greatest patty.
Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey star in this beloved coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a Catskill mountain resort during the summer of 1963, which I don't even remember when this was made. 70s, 80s? No, it has to be 80s. I'm thinking. I don't remember when this movie was made. Sorry. Resort during the summer of 1963, drawn to the staff quarters by the sound of stirring music, vacationing 17-year-old baby meets rebellious Johnny, the hotel dance instructor who is as experienced as baby is naive. Baby becomes Johnny's pupil in dance and in love in this heartwarming, spirit-lifting movie that continues to captivate generations of movie fans around the world. Because of that one thing that I read a long time ago, it's like, I kind of have a feeling they actually do end up staying together. You know, like, just staying together. So, although I know he's, in the movie, he's supposed to be 25 and she's 17, so. And this has special features. I cannot tell you what they are because I don't have the, there was something that was glued, like not glued, but glued sort of right here. And I had to pull it off. It was it had the special features and everything on it. But I don't, I have the box, but I don't know where it is. I have to find it. But it has a lot of special features on it. So, it's the keepsake edition, so you might want to end up getting this if you ever want it. Okay, getting on to the movies that I borrowed. Ouija Resurrection, Ouija Experiment 2, Hell Will Be Unleashed. Made in 2014, following the successful debut of their original Ouija experiment, the survivors reprise their roles and revisit the Ouija board to resurrect the spirits in a renowned movie theater known for their haunted demons. In order to complete the Ouija Resurrection, the original players look to recruit unsuspecting audience members into their web of horror with few expected survivors. I think only one person survives in this. One, maybe two. I'm trying to remember. I think one, maybe two people live in this. I do not know if this head comes with any special features because it does not tell me.
Good job, boys. You won the
Oh
tournament.
no, I forgot. I did have two more of my movies. Give me a minute. I noticed just these two sitting there. Race to Witch Mountain, made in 2009. Fasten your seatbelt for the thrill ride of your life in Disney's fun family action adventure Race to Witch Mountain, starring Dwayne Johnson. Jack Bruno, a Las Vegas cab driver struggling to stay on the right path, gets an out-of-this-world incentive when two aliens disguised as teenagers suddenly appear in his taxi. In a race against government agents, an alien hunter, and time itself, Jack must help the children recover their lost spaceships so they can return home and save their planet and ours. Breathtaking chases, close calls, and special effects make this an action adventure the whole family will enjoy. It has no special features. At least not that I know of. It doesn't say it on the back. Then I watched Prom Night. Some will be crowned, others will lose their heads.
Isn't it grand?
Okay, that's a lie.
He's such a great musician.
Said made in 2007, yeah, right.
It's meant to be brilliant.
I don't know when this was made, it doesn't tell me.
All right, I've had enough.
I know she made this shortly after Halloween, though. 4 Hamilton High School seniors have been hiding the truth of what happened to 10-year-old Robin Hammond for 6 long years. But someone saw what they did and is preparing for revenge. A prom night killing spree. Hooded, masked, and wielding an axe, he'll stalk his prey in the dark, empty halls, striking when his victims are alone. And just as the spotlight falls on the newly crowned king and queen, the killer will show everyone what his favorite game is to play. This had no special features. Okay, now back to the ones that I borrowed. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. Angela's found her way back.
Did you say Squilliam Fancy Son?
No, I barely remember this one.
Squilliam Fancy Son.
Oh wait, no, I remember 2 people live in this one. Angela's back in this 3rd installment of the popular Sleepaway Camp series. Following Angela's last killing spree, Camp Rolling Hills was sold to a husband and wife entrepreneurs, Herman and Lily Miranda, and reopened under the name Camp New Horizons. The camp's mission is to bring together high-class teens and their underclass counterparts. In a lesson of sharing, Angela's mission is entirely different, and it's not long before history begins to repeat itself. The only thing I didn't like about this is the way that the boy at the end is like really in love with that girl, I think the rich girl that he helped save. And the rich girl says, "Oh, I got something to tell you. I've got a boyfriend," and they've been together. If you get my drift, they slept together. And now she's telling him that.
As I was saying, our first.
It's made in 1989. If I didn't say that.
Aren't you gonna write your name on the
And no
board
special
like most
features.
professors do?
My name? What for?
Then I watched. This is the one I hope she'll give me. Sleepy
Teachers
Hollow,
write their names on the board first day of class.
widescreen collection,
Why don't
made
you
in
write your name on it?
1999. Master storyteller Tim Burton weaves an eerie, enchanting version of this classic tale of horror. Johnny Depp is Ichabod Crane, an eccentric investigator determined to stop the murderous Headless Horseman. Christina Ricci is Katrina Van Tassel, a beautiful and mysterious girl whose secret ties to the supernatural terror. Yeah, this got special features.
Now, if we can go for 5 minutes without having any further interruptions, I would like to...
Okay, I hope you see him.
Come Squilliam, everybody. He was about to say Squilliam.
The Lords of Salem. Married in 2012, I think, or 2013. It has been called disturbing. Wait a minute, I'm skipping this. From the nightmare and mind of writer-director Rob Zombie comes the terrifying story of Salem, Massachusetts radio DJ Heidi LaRock, who receives a mysterious record labeled a gift from the Lords. But when Heidi plays the disc, its bizarre sounds will trigger visions of the town's depraved past, release the darkness within our own damaged soul, and unleash the long-awaited vengeance of Satan himself. Bruce Davison and a coven of genre legends co-star in the stunning witchcraft shocker that Beyond Hollywood calls a full-on piece of satanic madness. The Lords of Salem is light years away from 99% of modern commercial horror cinema. And the only thing, it's commentary. That's the only thing it has on here. Then I watched The Cell. His mind is her prison. In order to save a life, she'll have to risk her own. Jennifer Lopez takes a terrifying journey into the mind of a killer in this chillingly, critically acclaimed psychological thriller. When a serial killer falls into a coma before his last victim can be found, a child therapist must use an experimental treatment to enter his mind and learn his secrets before it's too late. This visually haunting world threatens her very existence when she becomes trapped by the terror inside. Now an FBI agent, Vince Vaughn, must rescue her from the killer's nightmare mind before he too is lost to the twisted world forever. Actually, I felt really bad. I know this is a really shocker and everything, but I actually felt real bad for the killer because I'm thinking that maybe in a way he was almost like possessed or something, because he had 3 versions of himself in his mind. 3 versions. A child, the child version of himself, the adult version of himself, and then the demon version of himself. And the normal, like the adult version of himself, is actually nice too. And the only reason the adult version is killing people is because the demon version's making them. I think it was made in 2000. At least that's what it's telling me, 2000. I also kind of wish that her and the cop got together because of the way they were in the movie. Kind of wish them two could have gotten together. But you know what? You never know, because on the deleted scene on this, deleted the ending, it mentions him and his partner coming back asking for help again. So. Oh wait, here. There's this too. And then I might have to do this in 2 videos. That's been a while before. Then I watched all 3 of these. Children of the Corn 2, 3, and 4. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice, The Ultimate Adult Nightmare. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. Children of the Corn 2. When the town of Hemingford discovers a gruesome massacre in neighboring Gatlin, the once quiet Midwestern town is jolted into activity. Tabloid reporter John Garrett, who is hoping to break the story of the bizarre murders, is traveling with his defiant 19-year-old son Danny. I don't think he's 19. While staying in a local bed and breakfast, Danny meets the orphaned Micah. I think think it's Micah. Micah soon becomes the leader of the resurrected corn cult, and more adults die horribly. Violent deaths. Sensing that Danny is at odds with his father, Micah, can't remember now, tries to lure him into joining the cult. And I can't tell you, I don't think when any of these was made. Nope. Part 3. Soon after a childless couple adopts a pair of orphan brothers, it becomes alarmingly clear the brothers are much more than they seem. With the immense power to hypnotize schoolmates into mindless followers and destroy any adult opposition, the younger boy continues to the frightening campaign of terror that began in Children of the Corn. But there is one person, the brave older brother, who can possibly stop the relentless destruction, setting up a powerful and final showdown between good and evil. Part 4. The horror returns when the children of a small Midwestern town are haunted by an unspeakable evil that lurks somewhere out beyond the cornfields. A bright young medical student must solve the frightening mystery that plagues the children before a sinister stranger can claim their souls for his own. It's a pulse-pounding race against time and terror that will leave even the most die-hard suspense fans on the edge of their seats.
We're sorry, Squidward.
I can't remember. I don't think any of these. No, none of these came with special features.
Hey, did those guys just call you Squidward?
Satan's Black Wedding and Criminally Insane. A Blood Marriage of Ghouls. 250 pounds of mechanical fury. Maniacal fury. Maybe it's it's hard for me to say that word. It says Nick Phillips Horror Trilogy Collection. I'm just going to skip that part.
Sorry, Professor, your little symphony is over.
Satan's Black Wedding, 1975. Mark travels to California to unravel the mystery surrounding his sister's death. He learns that she has been writing a novel about satanic worship and spent a good deal of time at an abandoned church outside of town. When Mark began seeing her in the company of a creepy-looking priest, he goes to the old church and learns that Satan himself has chosen him and his sister to be wed in unholy matrimony and become the proud vampire parents of the Antichrist. At the end, it's weird. Is he a vampire or is he a zombie? Because he's all covered in blood where he got in a car accident. It's weird. I didn't spoil it, so I didn't tell you nothing else, just that. It's just for people who's watched it. Can you tell me what is he now? I mean, it said vampire, so I'm assuming they changed him. Criminally Insane, aka Crazy Fat Ethel, 1975. Tipping the scale at 300 pounds, Ethel Janowski, Crazy Fat Ethel, has just been released from a mental institution. Ethel is full of repressed rage, but she can't get full no matter how much she eats. When her grandmother locks away the food, Ethel kills the old woman for the keys to the pantry and soon becomes a bloodthirsty, mass-murdering monster that will slaughter anyone who gets in the way of her appetite. But what will Ethel do with the corpses that are piling up in the attic? I actually forgot there's Criminally Insane Part 2. I did watch that one too. It was made 1987. It's just basically a few years after, 12 years after the first one. And it's just her getting put into a home. And her, again, just like a continuance of the first one, basically. Hope I can get through all these. Might be able to. Return to Sleepaway Camp. Kids can be so mean. Made in 2008. Before I actually start reading this, there's something I gotta say. I don't know if it'll start doing that again, but when I film, it doesn't jerk. But when I go watch the movie, it starts jerking. So if anybody's watching this and it starts jerking, that's why. Because I don't know what's wrong with the camera. It's summer camp, as usual, at Camp Manabe, where The kids torment each other for fun while the underpaid camp staff provides as little supervision as possible. Greedy camp owner Frank and junior partner Ronnie do their best to keep everyone in line, but something sinister is about to put a slash in the camp activity. Rooster. When campers and staff mysteriously begin disappearing and turning up into gruesome corpses, paranoid Ronnie can't shake the memory of a series of grisly murders that took place at Camp Arawak 2 decades earlier. Yep, this has special features. Then I watched Mortal Instruments City of Bones. Made in 2013. Based on the best-selling book series, a seemingly ordinary teenager, Clara Frey, discovers she is the descendant of a line of shadow hunters, a secret cadre of young half-angel warriors locked in an ancient battle to protect our world from demons. After the disappearance of her mother, Clary must join forces with a group of shadow hunters who introduce her to a dangerous alternate New York called Downworld, filled with demons, warlocks, vampires, werewolves, and other deadly creatures. Then I watched Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell, 3 Wishes, 1 Nightmare. Made in 2001. Horror goes to extremes with Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell, the goriest installment of the hit franchise yet. When Diana, a beautiful co-ed, discovers an ancient gem inside a mystical Persian cache, she unwittingly releases the mercilessly evil Jinn. The gut-slinging demon uses fiendish trickery to take the form of a professor in order to slice, dice, and burn his way through the university staff and its students. If he can overpower Diana, his waker, and grant her 3 sick and twisted wishes, the very gates of hell will open up and engulf the world in eternal damnation. With help from the man she loves, she must impale the bloodthirsty demon with a sword from heaven to save herself from the entire world. And I watched, these are all music videos. Michael Jackson #1s. Made in 2003. It's got Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, Black or White, You Are Not Alone, Earth Song, Blood on the Dance Floor, You Rock My World. I like a few of these. I like definitely Thriller. Some of them I can't remember which ones is which, you know. Smooth Criminal, I think, and Earth Song. I like that one with what's his name? Chris Tucker? The guy that played on, Rush Hour. I think Chris Tucker, I'm not sure, it's a black guy. Forgive me for saying it, but black guy. That played in it. He played in one of these. I like that one too, because it was kind of funny. I think it was Smooth Criminal, but I could be wrong. Then I watched My Bloody Valentine and April Fool's Day. Someone's Bound to Lose Their Heart. Last One Out's a Goner. My Bloody Valentine made in 1981 and April Fool's Day 1986. My Bloody Valentine. 20 years after a Valentine's Day tragedy, a small town prepares for its annual holiday dance. When a box of candy arrives containing an eerie warning with a blood-soaked heart, the townsfolk realize that this Valentine's Day romance is dead, and so are they. April Fool's Day. After a college student invites her friends for a weekend at her parents' secluded island mansion, they're all ready to party, but the joke is on them. One by one, people start vanishing. Someone's either playing a vicious April Fool's prank, or else there's a real killer on the loose. I like that April Fool's Day better than that remake they did. I didn't like the remake too much. That's all I watched right now. But I'm going to see what ones Crystal's going to let me get out of there. So, bye.